don't get 100, which is why we need to discuss the solution. The first problem is the towing vehicle, autonomous vehicle. And before you build the block diagram, you need to know how the thing works. Without knowing the working principle of the system, you cannot create the block diagram. So it is built under this model. Okay, you have the x, y coordinate, and then the orientation is the theta. Okay. So the input to the towing vehicle here is the steering angle. Yeah, and then we give constant velocity for the vehicle. So constant velocity, and when it comes into a corner, the system is going to adjust the steering angle. Okay, and then the output is the orientation. You can also make block diagram where the output is the position. You can pick one of this. And then who produces the steering angle? It is the controller part, which you can expand into Raspberry Pi, Arduino, and then there is a signal coming to the steering actuators. Okay. You can also write it as a computer, yeah, in general computer. Any question on this? So when the vehicle is moving, constant velocity, and then you say turning right, how many degree? Turning right, how many degree? Just like this. So the input coming to the vehicle is the steering angle.
So the velocity constant.
Yeah, the velocity in this case is constant. So the velocity is not affecting the navigation of the system. The navigation is dependent on the steering angle, not the velocity. Yeah. Of course, the velocity will affect how fast you need to change the steering angle for a certain corner. Yeah, it will affect, but that's not the input. Velocity is not the input. The second problem is, sorry, should come later. We have the car, and then the input to the car is the moment. Yeah, we want to counter the oversteer, right? Yeah, we do that by turning it the other way. It is by giving moment. Okay. Then the rest of the things are standard. Okay, you can mention the sensor is a gyro or not. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then yes.
So the actuator is actually like in one piece with the car, with the system, with the flag.
Yeah. You can assume it like that. Okay. So in this class, the actuator is included in the controller. Yeah. But when you are, if you are going to create the system in reality, you have to split the block. Okay. So inside this block is the physical system. Okay. The block contains the physical system, whether controller, actuator, the plant, sensor. But the signal, you put it under the arrow or on top of the arrow. So the arrow contains the signal. Yeah, the signal 1 or 0, because this is a computer system. Yeah. The signal could come as a voltage or as a current into the motor driver, for example. Okay. Second alternative is that besides giving it a moment, you can also give a different steering angle. Steering angle is also one of the input. Yeah, just like car. Okay. That too. transfer function method, we can only handle single output, yeah. In general, single output. Although nowadays you can handle multi-input, multi-output, but not so common. The multi-input and multi-output case is commonly handled by state space system nowadays, not the transfer function. Okay, now it comes to practice. So before we do the MATLAB, let's do practice first. Yeah. Anyone wants to try? Find CS or RS? Who's going to try? Just try, just try. Yeah, just try.
Boleh lihat kontekan tulisannya?
Of course. This is not examination, ya. Open. Sobri, are you his team?
I am, sir.
Ah, you can help.
So,
Ini ada marker, ada marker atau apa? What's your line? Haikal, please. What's the line? What's the concept that you want? Are you going to follow the signal or are you going to manipulate the block diagram directly? Okay, so you have to write down signals for each of the junctions. Write down the signals so that you can do the algebra. Other group you can try on your paper or on your computer. If you found the answer already, you can go.
ini logo
Okay, the fastest one getting the answer, you get the point. Fastest one getting the answer, you get the bonus point.
Nggak tahu. Cuma ada GH nih di final. Terus diapain? Before bro.
Ya kata Pak, kayak kata Bro Diari, ini tuh kita apa? Karena jadi bisa digini nih.
Udah advance kali. Itu lagi ini ya.
Kayak begini. Siapa nih?
Tapi ada yang ini kemarin baru buka ya.
I give one more minute, yeah. One more minute. If there's no answer,
That's why I've been saying, bro.
no one getting the bonus point.
I think that's gonna be this one.
You open the announcement. You cannot see the announcement.
What can we?
Oh, berarti kalau let's say no G. Oh, 1/1 plus GH. Oh,
The materials I put on the modules is the standard material.
ya apa gitu?
So the weekly handout.
I think ya, karena ini kan nggak ada G plus S1 plus minus G. Nggak ada G.
Okay, let's say this is the case.
Okay, 1 minute is gone, so no one is getting the answer. Right. So let me open the.
Ini kan
What?
we want to try.
You want to try? I give 30 seconds.
Iya.
Now, let me see your visualization. No. You have to show it now. Nah, they cannot.
Oke, masuk kali ini.
Cooking.
Okay, the time is up.
Wait sir.
Yeah.
Cooking sir.
That's
Then what?
Ini begini. This one, right? Basically this one. Yeah.
Same goes.
I still have the second problem. Okay,
Jadi ini,
another problem for you to try. So let us give up on this. Chris,
Ini.
show me your answer.
Ada yang gitu. Buat ini dikali kan kemarin.
Oh, cannot.
Langsung.
Answer. Can you sit down? Okay, we'll try another problem. Okay. If we try
Solve
this
ini dulu, baru
all the way,
kali.
okay, we run out of time. We will running out of time. So let's see. The first method is you use the table for the manipulation. Okay. What do we do? The first thing is we move this junction ahead. Okay, this one ahead, so that you can get a closed loop here. This one is closed loop, right? So this closed loop becomes this one, and then the summation of each one GN becomes this one. Yeah. And then finally you just have to multiply this one. I believe this one is harder because you have to be familiar with the junctioning modification.
If in exam we get table or we memorize it.
Oh, you have to memorize. You don't get the table on this.
So is that allowed? When after we plus minus, then we move the junction ahead of the G.
Yeah, you can.
How does that work?
How does that work? Anything that you have here, is it plus or minus, it will be brought ahead, right? It will be brought ahead. No problem. You only need to do H1 over G.
Soalnya sebelum masuk kan dia satu setelah pindah ke depan satu pergi biar
Oh,
dia ada
I don't see the one. H1 over Z. Okay.
boleh
So when you see this loop here, then you can modify it into the closed loop. You can already specify the closed loop.
oh iya
And I see the second method. Second method is the one that is used by Chris. Now we put the signal in there. Okay. I have 4 additional signals. How many signals you have in there? The mistake that you have here is that you are too much hurry to write this. So you cannot focus on doing the algebraic manipulation. The easiest one is just to put the letter. Okay, and then after that, you do the manipulation below. Yeah, that one will be easier. So I start with the R minus M to be the error. Okay, R minus M to be the error, and then M in here is J times H2. We also do the same thing. And then we know that the J over here is E times G, yeah? E times G. And after that I can get this. Next, I expand the C. Yeah, what is C? C is J plus M. And then I know that the J plus M is this one. Okay. E times G plus H1. Okay. And so we get this. That's the result. Okay. I cut some steps. Do you want to get it slower? Do you need it to be slower? Okay, let's do it slower. That's the. So we have. I like to start from the error first. Okay, I explain the error. What is error? This is R minus M. Okay. I said the error is R minus M. And then what I need to do later is that to expand each of this signal, if I can. Yeah. Can we expand R?
no
Cannot, right? It is something that we give into the system. So this is still R, but M we can expand. M can be expanded as what? J times H2. Okay, J times H2. And then after that, can we expand J? E times G, right? So E times G is the J, and then we have H2, like that. Okay. So we have the two terms E in here, right? What I want to do is to move this E to the left hand side. Let's move this E to the left hand side. So I will have E times 1 plus GH2 is equal to R. And that's my R. And then what I want to do next is to expand the C. So I start from the left, I got something, and then I start from the most right hand side. C is what? J plus M, right? J plus M. What is J? E times G.
Yeah.
E times G. What about M? E times H1, yeah. So this is equal to yes, E plus H1. Okay. Now I get the relationship of C and E right now. Yeah. I just have to replace with this, yeah. Because let me use another color. here only for algebraic manipulation. After you finish with the algebraic manipulation, you write down again the capital letter, yeah, to express the transfer function. Okay, see ya. Next, this one. You try first on your book. Once you are done, you go here. You get your answer ready. So you only move to the whiteboard after you get the answer. Yeah? Can I see it first?
This one you get hard.
One more minute. I give you one more minute. Okay.
So we have C.
Yeah, you break. You multiply. 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 This is multiplication, right? Multiply. You multiply what you get.
What is that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Wait, sir.
Yeah, you pick on the whiteboard.
Oh yeah. Terus anime sekarang.
This one.
So let's see the first method block diagram manipulation.
Oh ya betul betul.
Betul loh. Nice.
So let's see right here. The first one that you can do if you are manipulating the block, you split the signal, split the signal, because this line and this line, they are sending the same signal, right? So you can split it like this. Once you split, you can simplify this into G1 plus 1, and then you multiply G1 plus 1 times G2. And then after that, this one is simplified further into this one. So this kind of loop is that you only need to do G1 plus 1 because this is 1. This one. You can replace this with G1 plus 1. And as for the following the signal, it is what divided same one. Yeah. Same. So it is up to you whether you want to follow the signal or you want to manipulate the block diagram. Homework 2 next week is about this. Yeah. Let's move on to the next question. Express the error of the system. You see the error is over here. Can you express the error of the system in terms of ZP star? Because we want to find out the steady state error of ET. Can you express it? What's the error? So yeah, you can use this relationship, okay? Because we get this transfer function from our meeting previously. Previous meeting we have this. Can you express the error? And then find out the steady state value of the error. Okay, the fastest one get the bonus point. Same as previously. Yeah, suppose the ZP star is a step function. Let's say it's a step function. We don't even know what MMC in this case. Kayak gue gak bisa terusin aja. Yeah, you find out the steady state value. You use the final value theorem. Yeah, use final value theorem. Yeah, ZP star is a step function. So it's just a ZP star over S. Okay.
Oh, berarti ini sudah jadi bisa dari
Iya.
Berarti langsung kali S.
Iya.
Karena masih di frekuensi looping.
It's out.
Any answer, Chris? Okay, one more minute. One more minute. Like this section. No need Laplace table. In this case, we don't need Laplace table.
Kayak frekuensi domain itu kan langsung single start juga.
Yeah, the time is up. Let us see the answer. Yeah. Let's check the answer. So you need to get the expression of E first. Yeah, in S domain, get the expression of E. Yeah, it's like this. So you get it right. Nathan, up to this point you are correct. But then we need to get the steady state value of the error. So we use the final value of the error, which is this. So fast, yeah. Can anyone follow? Why I can see over here plus C?
Oh, you have this. Oh, my
Limit S go to 0, S times E of S. The ES is ZV star over S, then multiply with MS plus C, MS plus K plus C, MS plus K plus C. The S from the step function is gone because we have the same S here, so we only left with the ZV star. And ZV star will multiply by this one. Close to 0, right? So it's 0, C. This is 0 also. Oh, this C over S plus C. Oh yeah, I forgot the ZV star. I have to put the ZV star.
Can you show from the second row?
Huh?
Second row.
Open bracket, open bracket.
Yes, the open bracket to
Oh,
the
that
final
one.
product. It's diambil.
So we have 1 minus K.
Oh yeah, right.
One is this one divided that one, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's just
Oh iya bro, ini kali
this is minus K.
Itu baunya sama.
Iya.
Samping gitu.
So what needs to be removed is the K.
K, yeah, the K.
K is gone. So I left with the C. So this is S plus C. Right. Any question on this? The result is Z star, and I forgot to put the Z star.
Waktu dulu balikin itu ke time domain dulu. Kita gak cuma kita
Habis frekuensi baru balikin lagi.
Gak usah. Itu tuh hasil ujungnya sama. Kalau lu ngerjain di time domain sama frekuensi domain, tapi beda caranya.
If you use frequency domain,
Steps with S. If once you use time, it's going to go to 0.
This is the steady state error.
Itu udah jadi time. So if you want to use time,
Yeah, that's
time
right.
domain, you need to change the whole function in time.
What do you notice from this result?
Apa sih?
What do you notice from this result? The error, the first thing that error is not zero. Okay. And then the second thing, how do we reduce the error? Huh?
Increase the
Increase the k, that's correct. You increase the k, you can reduce the error. If you want the error to be zero,
No C.
No C.
Make K apa equal to negative C. Make K equal to negative C.
Enggak lah, itu jadi infinite. Increase K into infinite.
yeah, which we cannot do.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the limitation. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a break for 2 minutes. Let's move on to the next topic. We have only 15 minutes left. Okay. I'm gonna bring my watch now so I know what time is it. Okay. Let us see if we have disturbance into the system. Okay. Disturbance is an extra input that you don't want, that could affect the output of the system, that could make the error larger, and in many cases the disturbance is unknown. Okay. But how does our controller react to the disturbance? So we model the disturbance as an FW here, the extra force coming from the wind, and then we have extra term in here, extra term in there. We have FW of S. So last time we only have the T of S. Now we get this, and then ZS now has two inputs, yeah, TS and then FW of S. And then the velocity is also has two inputs. Okay. Now let us incorporate these two inputs into the block diagram so that we know what's going on. This is how we do it in the block diagram. And can you get the idea? This is this. Clear enough, yeah? Because the signal that we will multiply into the transfer function is T minus FW. Okay. Is this clear enough to all of you? Yeah.
How can we know if the signal is minus or plus?
It depends on the
Kan kamu define dulu.
Depend from the FVD.
depend on the this one. Yeah. Differential equation. So you have to see the differential equation first.
Times S or the differential equation we get from the S.
Yeah, from the FED. Correct. Okay. Anything else you want? Yes.
I forget why do the S square become S and CS become C.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
Position
times.
Yeah, we multiply with S because we differentiate.
Oh yeah.
S is the differentiate.
Itu yang kemarin kotak itu dikali kotak S.
We multiply by kotak S become whole. Cool. Kotak S cool.
Dikali dikali S.
Itu yang mau naikin itu loh dari S.
Slide number 10, slide number 10.
Okay. Let's move on. See how the controller works. Yeah. So this is the combined block diagram if we have extra input as disturbance. You know how do I get the block diagram? I mean the figure of this block diagram. How do I get this? I'm not drawing it on my own. No, yeah, MATLAB. It is coming from Simulink. Yeah. So we can make a block diagram of controller like this using Simulink. You just drag blocks and filling up the transfer function, etc. Yeah. Now in here, yeah, because you know
Yeah, from the plate we get this one.
what you can see from here is that the signal coming to the plant is the traction minus the disturbance, right?
disturbance that goes into vehicle motor block, is it the same or different?
It will be different.
Different.
Different case, yeah.
What do you mean by how different, sir?
Yeah.
What's gonna be the difference?
Oh, you put
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You multiply it, right?
Iya kan PS dikali
Oh.
ini FWS per PS.
You multiply. You multiply a signal into the block.
Why
So,
not when you put in the feedback loop?
They can be
say that again.
Why not the feedback you put in the feedback loop?
In the feedback loop here, what do you have? This signal is what? The vehicle velocity, right?
Yeah. I think you have a sensor for the velocity.
No, we don't know what the velocity is. And then the disturbance is a force that is pushing the vehicle back, right? It is not about the velocity of the wind. Okay, it comes as a force coming from the wind. And then each block can only receive one input in this case. Yeah. So if you do that, if you receive two input, it will have no meaning. Yeah. No, only one input when you use block.
Oh,
I mean, the block can only have one input.
Karena kalau ada tuh
But then we subtract these two signals becoming one input. But they are two different things. Okay, bear in mind that the FW is unknown.
kena fungsinya.
So how do we manage to make the vehicle follow the desired velocity?
Feedback loop.
Right, and we emulate the output. What do you think? If we use the same proportional controller, what do you think will happen? Can we eliminate the effect of disturbance? No, yeah. You got to leave the proportional controller there. A proportional control is only constant you put over there. Yeah. If it is integral controller, you multiply a constant by 1/s. Let's find out the transfer function first. This is the transfer function. Yeah, I will leave it as your exercise because it will also come in the homework. Yeah, KP is the proportional controller in here. Yeah.
Aplikasi P.
P for proportional.
Sorry, kalau if the control is PID, so there's KP, KI, KD.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. We are going to find out using final value theorem. Then this is the steady state value of the velocity. As you can see, FW is coming here. Yeah? It will affect the output. If we want to eliminate the effect of FW, we have to make KP very, very high. Yeah, so it will be possible to make KP infinity, right? So there is a limit.
What limits KP?
At the engine torque. Engine torque. No matter how much torque you have, you still
Kelebihan
have a lot of things. Which is why PID is still the one that is being used in practice. 5 more minutes? It's okay lah. Can we still go? Yeah, question?
Tapi itu CVT tapi T-nya nggak ada on the other side tuh terus.
Yeah, because this is the limit.
Itu
Oh, iya, iya.
That's the value we use final
Maybe
value.
kemudian limit S
Oh, udah eliminated.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
So like, for I know, 1 over ns plus c is basically distributed from Newton to
S-nya
multiply what is that?
The K,
I don't know.
the K can be
It's supposed to.
in a form of anything that you can think of. Actually, it can be polynomial. Okay. It can be just a constant. You can throw anything into here actually. You can throw anything into the
So that's
controller.
how it
No. It is a set of rule. Okay. How do you process the error? The K controller in here is a set of rule, or you can say algorithm, you can say control law. How do we process the error to produce the signal of torque? So the controller is asked, if the error is this much, how much torque or how much traction you have to give to the car? Okay. The controller answer that question for you. If we have the error this much, how much traction we have to give to the car?
So like in real life, what should we put over here?
It's just a set of algorithm.
And what if we do not know what the value is?
No, we don't need to know. Really, we don't need to know the value of this.
It's just an instruction, if you will.
Yes, it is an instruction, correct?
The function of the function.
A function, if you will. Yeah. So, which is why in a proportional control, we say that the traction is K times the error. Kp times error. So it's just error multiplied by a constant. Okay. The bigger your error is, the traction will become bigger.
So say that I have a poor controller. So in that sense, then my key will be very big because it will make the error very big.
Well, where's Q?
Sorry, K. So say I have a bad controller. That means my K is big. Because it will have
I cannot define what is bad controller here.
because like the controller is like to make it you have minimal error, right?
Okay, I agree. We want to create a controller so that the error is
So like you
minimal.
put an algorithm or something, so like the error
Yeah.
is minimal, right?
It's not the controller is bad, it's the control designer that's bad.
Oh, okay. So
Now, let me say this again. Control algorithm, you can use any kind of computer, okay? But the result of the control signal here, it depends on your strategy in the algorithm. It depends on the instruction. So it depends on the designer itself. Okay. Yes.
So basically it has a big K. If there's a big error.
So controller only evaluates the error and then do something with it to make it smaller.
Once you set the controller, your controller K is start changing unless you can do something with it. Okay, unless you are allowed to change the gain, controller gain. Okay. In many cases, like in the vehicle stability control, you know, in the vehicle stability control setting, there are several settings that you can choose. Actually, yeah. Is it if we play game? I don't know. Okay. Need for speed. The one that I remember is need for speed shift. So we can adjust the stability control into easy, pro, beginner, or yeah, something like that. Yeah. So it affects how large the controller gain into your system. So you can choose several gain in your system. But maybe you are still not clear yet about the idea. Yeah?
I'm just like afraid that I don't know how to apply it in real life.
Oh, you apply in real life.
I mean like later on when we do the project you can drop diagram. I don't know what the K is.
The K is something that you have to design, of course.
So we do it in this class, sir.
You will do it in this class. Okay. So the K as a control designer, you will define what is the value of K, and then you put in your Arduino. Okay. Arduino is going to run a loop, right? A loop. Okay. It will read sensor signal. So you write a code. What is the voltage I have to give into my motor driver if I get this much of error? That will be your control algorithm. Oh, you get this?
Okay, sama.
Okay, I think you have to do it to understand.
Okay.
So I writing. Is the ZV, ZVT and ZVS, Z are small
Ah,
letter
sorry.
and big letter.
This one, right?
Yeah,
ZV in T is small letter.
yeah.
If in S it is capital letter.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah, yeah. If it is in S domain, it is capital letter.
Oh.
Time domain, it is a lowercase.
If in exam we wrong, minus points.
It depends.
Yang penting benar lah.
Can I understand your point or not? Okay. Really depend on the situation. Yep. Any other question? A lot of questions. So we should do a review. Yeah, we have still have a lot of things to discuss in first order system. So we continue the discussion next week. Yeah. But you can still reach me at IMD Lab if you have questions.